about my tardiness. Whew, feel like I have been running late all day, appointments wise. So I feel like I've been playing catch up. You ever have one of those days where you just feel like you're late in the morning and then it just feels like you can't catch up? Well, that was me today. But welcome. So glad you are here. Let me get this banner going here so that we can get that going. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. Hi, Jacqueline. Good to see you. Let's see. You all, you clearly know what to do. Commenting right away, that means you are entered for the drawing. Whenever I'm late, people panic. They click. They're going to the website. They're going to Facebook. They're trying all the places, thinking it's them. And tonight, it's not them. It's me. But I'm here. So I'm glad to be here. Hello, Carrie. So a couple quick announcements here. Let's get those going. Why aren't they uploaded? Let's see. Let us see what is happening. All right. So while those are uploading, I have a bit of a migraine brewing. I'm trying to decide if I did it while I was running today or if there's like a front that's coming through. You know, that's the thing with migraines, those of you that suffer for them, and I'm sorry if you do, but it's like, it's hard to know. It's like, well, what brought this on? And could I have avoided it? Was it something I ate? Is it the weather? Is it, I can feel it in the base of my skull though. So not that is any indication about what the cause is, but anyway, here I am and here you are. Yes, we do, Carrie. That is the beauty of scrapbooking the first weekend in November. We get an extra, so we can either stay up late and get an extra hour of sleep or an extra hour of scrap time. Either way you slice it, we're all getting an extra hour this weekend. So we have an in the feed drawing tonight. So if you have already said hello, then you are entered. Don't forget to like or love this broadcast too. You can do any of those reactions. Laugh, put an angry face. No, don't do that. All right. So that's all you have to do to be entered. And we will do that drawing tonight. And I see Carrie's watching on YouTube, but thanks if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's the best and easiest way for you to get caught up on videos that you've missed. So if you have the card kit subscription and you missed a month or 2 or 3 or 4, then you can go back to the card class playlist and catch up on those. And likewise, if you're into digital scrapbooking and you want to catch up on some digital scrapbooking from Artisan, some design alongs, you can go to the Techie Tuesday playlist. So hopefully that will be handy for you. So next Tuesday is Project Recipe. That's at 7 p.m. So I will be holding that as scheduled. 7 p.m. Project Recipe. So in order to get the recipe, you do have to RSVP on my website, and then you'll get a PDF to the actual recipe. So if you want to make the page along with me, either while I do it, before or after, you do need to sign up for the class before the class, because after the class, you won't be able to access it to RSVP. There's no charge. You just have to put in your name and your email, and then the PDF will get emailed to you. There's a virtual crop November 8th to the 12th. And if you participate in the Creative Memories virtual crop and add the hashtag Daytona Area Scrapbooking to your creations, then you'll be entered to win some CM credits from me. So every month I give away 10 CM credits to somebody who has used the hashtag Daytona Area Scrapbooking on their creations. And so that is the second weekend of the month, and it's Friday to Tuesday. So you do have some time if you've got a busy weekend to kind of catch up. So that's coming up as well. And then Tuesday, November 12th, we have a tool time. I still haven't gotten to show this awesome punch. And if you're in possession of the card kit for tonight, then actually I used that border punch in this kit. So you're going to get to see one up close and personal, how beautiful it is. But I haven't had a chance to demo it yet. And the original border that I maker cartridge I was going to demo last month, we're going to use in the project recipe. So I swapped it out for another new border maker cartridge that just came out. So you won't want to miss that. And then my open house. So my open house this year is in November. It's probably about 3 weeks early because it's usually the first weekend in December. And this year it's going to be smack dab in the middle of November. And that is because most of you, if you have watched before, know that I am training for the Honolulu Marathon, and the Honolulu Marathon is the weekend where I normally have my open house. So Friday the 15th, it's in my open house. If you've never attended before, is a come and go event. So you can stay for 15 minutes. You can put your name in the drawings. You can make purchases. I'll have specials going on that weekend. And I give away amazing prizes like border maker cartridges for the year. So I don't know how many Creative Memories are going to release. Usually it's about one a month. So that's $20 a month times 12. So it's like a $250 value with tax, more than that with tax. So I give that away free every year. I give card kits away free for a year, and then all kinds of other great stuff. I don't know. I think last year was like over $1,000 and stuff I gave away. So definitely worth stopping by. It's kind of my customer appreciation. And if you aren't able to attend in person, I have a virtual option that started in 2020. And because of retreats and stuff, the Memory Maniacs, we have lots of scrappy friends that come from all over for my retreats. And I wanted to give them a chance to participate in my customer appreciation. For many, many years, everything I did was local. So it was completely possible for everyone to come visit me in person. But now with retreats and whatnot, we have scrappy friends from across the state. And there's one right now that just said, hey, Gina. So now people that live 4 or 5 hours away or farther, like in Texas for Jacqueline, can participate. And then it's not on here, but if you are an advisor, Creative Memories advisor on my team, then there's a special event at 5 p.m. on that Sunday the 17th that I'd love for you to come, and that includes dinner. So that's kind of my advisor appreciation night. And many of you are in the chat right now. So, and I know most of you are signed up. All right, so that's the open house. And then November 19th, we have a Techie Tuesday at 12, and that'll be a design along. And then what you've been waiting for. And my banner is in the way of the times, but the times are as they usually are for my fundraisers. So Jumpstart January is Friday 10th and Saturday, January 11th. We will again be raising money for local veterans. Last year we did over $4,000 on those 2 days for our local veterans. I would love to see us. My personal goal for us is to break 5,000. So remember, 100% of your registration goes right back to the post, and the registration is now open. So it is open on my Daytona area scrapbooking.com. You can register. So those of you that are watching live right now, I definitely don't want you to hop off and go register, but no one else knows. I haven't put it on Facebook. I haven't sent out an email. So only those of you that are on here right now, I can know the news that the event is open. So don't forget to register. And we're going to have a great time. It's such a fun way. It's a tradition. I've been doing this since 2000. I've always had a Jumpstart January. It's a great way to get a jumpstart on your scrappy projects and just it's become a tradition, right? Just like my open house is a tradition to get ready for the holidays. Jumpstart January is also a favorite tradition. And we used to do it more like a New Year's theme, and it was black and gold and silver. But since we're raising money for local veterans, last year we kind of switched it up for red, white, and blue. And I made a really fun shirt, and the t-shirt says, life, liberty, and the pursuit of scrappiness. I had to think for a second. And on the back, it says Daytona Area Scrapbooking. So if you don't have one of these shirts, they're beautiful royal blue, and they have these like little fireworks that you see in this graphic right here. And it says life, liberty, and the pursuit of scrappiness. And what I love is that people wear them all year long. I see people wearing them to all kinds of events because it's such a fun shirt. So that is also available on my website right now. Yay, Nancy. And Nancy, I did see I missed a call from you today. You are on my callback list. So it's a crazy week because I'm getting ready for for the retreat this weekend, but I want to make sure that you get the items that I have for you before I head out of town. So we will connect, I promise. All right, last reminder for tonight's drawing. Well, the banner is going to stay scrolling across the bottom, so if anyone hops in late, they'll see that. But if you're on here right now and you're watching, don't forget to comment so that you are entered to win some CM credits. And you do have to be present to win. So even if you're not making cards, hang out with us and see if you win. All right, let's get down to business. I feel like a little disheveled. Oh, Caroline, it's Jumpstart January, so you get a jumpstart on your album projects, and it's at the VFW in Port Orange, and it's a fundraiser for local veterans. So the VFW has a fund. So if there's any local veterans that have a special need for a bill to pay a bill, or 2 years ago with Ian, and I'm sure this year with our 2 hurricanes with Helene and Milton, there are some local veterans that probably flooded and need some financial assistance in regard to hurricane damage. And so they'll use the money from the fund. And so every year when we do a Crop Vet Jumpstart January, that money is kind of a big injection into that fund so that they can use it. I know they shared with me in the past that one of the local veterans needed a new roof, and so they were able to help with that through the fund. So January 10th and 11th, and the registration is now on Daytona Area Scrapbooking. All right, so now let me change over this camera here. And I knew that was going to happen. I don't know why. It seems a little darkish. I don't know what happened there. Of course, that's what I'm here for. I always tell people, even if you don't have, if you're not participating like in the card class or whatever it is I'm teaching on a Tuesday night, you should definitely stop in for the beginning for those announcements because there's lots of good information in there. And like tonight, sometimes you hear things before everyone else. I'm trying to... I've got 5 lights going on over here, but maybe it's just because I've been blinded by all the lights. I still feel like it's dark. So hopefully you can see and hopefully you can hear. And for this card kit, it's written on here, but I'm sure that it was missed by some. It says you need your water brush pen. So everybody that received this kit has received a water brush pen from me in the past. So go ahead and get your water brush pen out, and you're going to need a tape runner, and true to form, I can see that mine is ready to be empty. And I've got my precision point adhesive, and I've got some little tweezers. They aren't on there. A pair of scissors just in case. A bone folder, because why not? And that's a mini tape runner. I'm still digging for a tape runner. Look at all of my tape runners are about to be empty. So, because we had a great time making Christmas cards at, here's another one that's almost empty, at First Watch this week. Hey Denise, welcome, welcome. All right, so for the card kits, in case you haven't seen how these work before, what we're going to do, I'm still trying to light up this side of my desk over here. I don't know why it seems so dark. I think it just keeps adjusting for whatever reason. So everything is packaged in this card kit and in order and ready to assemble. So what we're going to do, oh no, phew. Thought I left them in the other room because, you know, that's my favorite trick, is leave things that I need in the other room. All right. So you should have a little bag of gemstones here. There's just two colors. One color has a silver back and one color has a black back. But one is the silver backed ones are like a darker, they're like a darker, deeper plum. So when we get to the gems, I'll point those out. This is going to be our first card, and we're going to use the light purple ones on this one. And this is what I was telling you about, that piece from the new Border Punch. So what I did was I used these envelopes from the Vintage Chic. So that's like the new old collection that came back out. It was a former collection from old CM called Vintage Chic. And they kind of updated it and brought it back. And it was really fun to see it again. So this is the card we're going to be making. And so you're just going to pull off this whole top stack. You've got your base there, and we've got our gemstones and we got our sample. And so I'm just going to slide off all these pieces, and I'm going to use my bone folder. And you can use your finger if you don't have a bone folder. A bone folder looks like this. Unfortunately, Creative Memories does not have these again. I hope they, you know, come back out with them, because they were one of those things that they sold out of right away. So what's fun about these little pockets is you could even stick stuff in them. So it says like birthday wishes. I just happen to have a gift card here. My desk. You could throw a gift card in there and put it right on the front. I don't have any cash handy, but you could also tuck some cash in there. These are, I think they're all birthday. So I think some of you run out of birthdays. This is my birthday month, so I feel like I was running out of thank yous. But you can, so you can tuck things in there, or you can just leave it. I love that the inside of this has this print on it, because it's super fun and decorative just the way it is. All right, so the paper is reversible. So if you want to use this side instead, you could. Or I chose the orange to tie in with the orange inside the envelope. So I'm just going to start by attaching that base. And the next thing we're going to do is attach this. Now you can see that it's hanging over, and that is where your little scissors come in. So you can position this the way you want. So maybe you want to have it even with this orange, or maybe like I did, you want it to go flush down to the edge of the card and kind of go past it. So that's that's what I did. And so I'm going to use I just put it down on the ground, but I'm going to use the repositionable tape because it's the little dots, and this is pretty intricate, but isn't this beautiful? I just love this as a punch. It's very classy. You can see where it can be used for a lot of different things. And well, I just had it this weekend. Maybe it ran away with someone. It wanted a new home. I don't have it for some reason, but that's funny because that's what I was using on my cards. All right. Well, I'm going to use my precision point adhesive instead. So I'm just going to kind of go through and put some adhesive on these larger kind of areas, these little dots, and allow you, if you are doing your cards, to do the same. Use your adhesive. This would be a great one to use, the repositionable, because it's little tiny squares, and it works out great for intricate type stuff. Well, hey Anita, did you forge on ahead of us and already do your cards, or are you just hopping on? We're on the first card, so you didn't miss anything if you haven't started yet. So I'm just making them even with the whole card. That was my choice, and now it's ready to go. I could either put my gemstones on before, or I can do it after. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my pocket first, and then I'm going to fill in these little holes and I'm going to angle it so that I can get a gemstone in this little valley here. So I'm positioning my pocket so that I can have access with a gemstone to each one. And then I'll just put one there and one at the top. And so that is how I'm going to attach. I'm going to make sure that I got a good amount of adhesive on this little pocket. And then come back here and stick that on. All right. And once you've got that stuck on, then you can go ahead and add this birthday wishes sentiment there. And then add your butterfly. Now you could go blue, which is a complete departure from the color scheme we have going on, or you could stick with the purple. So I'm showing you both sides just to bring your attention. Sometimes I shouldn't say we, I might be the only one that this happens to, but I get going so fast that I put my adhesive on the wrong side, because I just think, oh, it's the same on both sides. So I've gotten in the habit, especially with the reversible papers from CM, to kind of check first. So one of the things I talk about a lot on tool time when there's a new tool is the blingability of certain punches. And this punch has lots of bling potential, because you can see on this card, I'm putting it in these little valleys, but these little circles where the patterns like touch would also be a phenomenal place to add some bling. And I know some of you probably save these little baggies God bless you. But sometimes my fat fingers, I just cannot get the gems out. I like to just cut open the whole thing and pour them out. I know, right, Susan? That, I mean, to me, it's all about, the bling potential when it comes to punches. Especially, I mean, if I'm going to use them in my scrapbook, I usually do, I can say I don't often, I'm trying to think, bling my scrapbook. But when we're talking about cards, and then the blingability of certain punches makes them more or less desirable for use in my card kits. That's what I think. And so for you, you might think the same. It took me so long to get these blings going that some of my precision point adhesive dried up. I need to reapply. I like to preload those, and for some reason my wrong color ones are the ones flipped over. So you'll see that on the bling, some of them are like a dark plum color, and some of them are this lighter amethyst color, and they have the black backs. And for some reason, all of mine are upside down. I think this is a pretty card, if I do say so. So that is it. And like I said, you can go ahead and put a gift card in there, or or some cash, or, a little piece of tissue paper. I don't know. Send a tissue for your birthday. All right, so that is done. This card is ready to brighten someone's day. All right, and our next card. So our next card is interesting. It's actually a flat card. So again, the theme is pockets. So this one is, you're actually going to just have a flat sheet. It's a flat card. It's like an invitation type of thing, but it's not an invitation. It's a happy birthday. So your note will just be on the back, or it can also be on this little piece that slides out. It says, happy birthday, enjoy your special day. So you can write a note on there. And again, you can put a gift card right in there. So you can put a gift card in there and then have the happy birthday, enjoy your special day, like that. And then on the back, you can write a message. That gives you a little bit more space for your message. Or like I said, put some money in there. And there's no bling on this. And so this one should come together real quick. What I did was I designed it so that this shimmer paper actually goes top to bottom, and there's just white on the sides. So if you feel like that bothers you and you want to trim some off the top or bottom, or to center it, you can. Then this piece centers right in the middle, and you can see those designs complement each other, because I use the vintage chic paper for to design. And I was like, what happened? What's going on? My thing got enlarged, but it didn't. I trimmed off just about a 1/4 inch off the top of this to make it center in the middle of this. So we want to grab our handy dandy trimmer here, and or you can just have it overhang. But I have, my past self a few weeks ago designed this, and I just thought, what's going on here? it's not centering. And so that's going to center in the middle of there. And then we're going to slide your sheet in there. And yeah, so this has a lot of hand stamped pieces. So far, both, I think they're all hand stamped by me, but you can take credit for it. That's the beauty of the card kit. It's not that you couldn't do it, but you know. Oh, here's another example. So I kept the brown up because I thought maybe it was a little more masculine, but if you wanted to have this purple side, you could definitely swap that for the purple. I just kind of left that on the up to here. And even the back of this pocket is so nice. But we won't see the back of the pocket. And then that's it. That goes in there. Easy peasy. That one was a quick one. But so cute with the different pockets. I'm going to really enjoy sending these out to nieces and nephews and kids. And that's it. Of course, it helps if it's centered. Second one done. All right, our next one is this Have a Wonderful Day with the dragonfly. And I put some bling on in the middle of the dragonfly in sort of a triangle formation. This also has a pocket, and it has a Have a Wonderful Day. So that your message is just sitting in there. Same thing. You can kind of sneak in a gift card there. And this says Have a Wonderful Day. So really, it doesn't have to be a birthday. It could be a thank you. Just have a wonderful day. And then on the inside, thanks so much for something. Or you don't have to use the pocket for a gift. But this is kind of the fun fold because it's a little non-traditional. It is it's a, what do we call this? My brain is broken. Goodness. Anyway, it's not a landscape. It's a portrait card. What is there a word for that my brain is lacking? Thank you. It's like, I know somebody's going to help me. Now, your base for this one is scored. So that's going to be the flap at the top. And then we've got, you can review your paper options. I chose to go with the blue there. And we've got a white dragonfly that I've stamped the same color as this blue. This shimmer purple piece is going to go underneath here. And it is slightly, it's the same, again with my brain. I did mention, in case you were on earlier, I feel like a migraine's coming, so my words are like, what is this word? So I appreciate the help, the phone a friend, Gina. But this purple shimmer isn't meant to go to the edge. So it gives the illusion of a mat around, but it's going to be attached so that when you lift it, it goes like that. So you don't want it to be this way, although you could if you really wanted to. That's super thin. So you want to make sure that it's oriented so that it is the wide way on there. So what I am going to do actually is load up the bottom side of this flap, not all the way to the edge since the paper doesn't go to the edge, but I'm going to do that and then position this shimmer paper so that it is equidistant on the edges and bottom. And then I'm going to close it so that it has the adhesive. You can also just run some adhesive right along the top edge of that shimmer and then close it onto it. So whatever works for you. And that is scored, but if you feel like you need to add some more pressure there, you can. And then this I'm put right up to the edge here. So there's white on all of these edges except for that one. So I'm going to go ahead and add that blue, that pretty light blue. And this is a great paper pack. If you're just in, it's got some neutrals in those browns that we've used. It's got this beautiful violet color. So this pocket, I have stamped some flowers to the front. So it did not come that way in the vintage chic, but to go with our pretty dragonfly, I decided to add some flowers on there. And then our pocket will hold our little sentiment here. And then we'll add our dragonfly. And I did the same thing with the butterfly. I didn't mention it then. I mentioned it in the past. I kind of like to curl up these wings so they're kind of 3D off the page, and just put my adhesive in that middle section so that it's just stuck down in the body part. But that way it looks like kind of like it's flying off the card. And yeah, it'll get a little flattened in the mail, I'm sure, but they'll be trained to spring right up. So again, I'm using these light colored gems here, if you can see the difference when they're in front of you. If you've got a card kit, I've got a twofer here. I'm just split those apart. It's like I need another get apart, you two. Okay. Thankfully for me, this precision point adhesive dries clear because there we go. Sure. We'll go with that, Gina. Right, it's not a full easel, but whatever it is, there's a room for a gift card or some cash or something else, and there's plenty of room for you to write your special greeting on the inside. And believe it or not, we are done with our third card. How's everyone doing out there? And our next card is, I guess this will be a full easel because it does go all the way down. So this one we're going to do a little watercolor action for. So you should have your scored and folded card base. You have a pretty blue piece of cardstock, some blue CM cardstock. We've got another piece of paper. So none of the paper from the Vintage Chic is repeated in this collection. I used all the pieces but one in that paper pack. And so this little pocket, and it's here, the opening, you could still pop a little gift card in there or some cash, and it's super cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to watercolor these candles we're going to put our yellow flame and we're going to watercolor our candles blue. And then we're going to fold this up where it says make a wish. And then go ahead and stick it down. So let's start with our base. I'm just waiting for this tape runner to run out on me. And oh boy, my fold is, well, has much to be desired there. Okay. Let's put that on there. And then let's get this on there. I'm getting to the end. So now it's acting crazy. You can see that hot bright orange. That means I have reached the end of the road for that one. And I will move on to one of my other tape runners that's almost at the end of the road. Okay, so now we can go ahead and paint. We can use this piece of watercolor paper as our little mixing kind of palette. You can get your water going from your water pen. And for those that haven't used this before, this is just watercolor pencil. And I've found this is the easiest way for me to share this technique in my card kits, is to kind of use watercolor paper and color on the colors that everyone needs for the card kit. And so we're just going to watercolor in these blue candles here. And you can go darker or lighter. Actually, you don't even need to go down to the bottom because we're going to cover over that. Oh, I hear it raining, so maybe my headache is weather related. I saw a rainbow when I was running on my run today, and my daughter's middle name is Rainbow in Hawaiian because she was born in Hawaii. And of course, Hawaii is known for rainbows. And so when I was running, but you know, it's really hard to get a picture of a rainbow. Have you noticed that? It's like we can see them with the eye, and then I hold up my phone because I run with my phone and I try to take a picture. And sometimes it just does not translate. Welcome, Julie. So you can go ahead and get on that watercolor. I'm almost done with the blue there. And you want to be really sparing with that water. If you've done these with me before, then you might have learned that the hard way. Otherwise, you can, I don't want to say make a mess, but you can, you know, peel the paper, or it takes a long time for it to dry. But it's kind of like Mod Podge. So the less is more sometimes. So in this way, we don't have to wait a long time for it to dry, and we're ready to go. Well, hello, Carla. Congratulations, Mama. Carla's daughter got married last weekend. Are you back home? Now that is loaded up, we can just load up the back. I'm going to kind of center the pocket between the top and this bottom corner like that. Oh, well, it's staying there. It is not centered left to right. Ugh, I can move it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is add some tape right to this edge so that when I fold it, it looks like so. So make a wish, and then I'm going to use my bling, and I chose to do, you might want to do one in each corner. I like to do 1, 2, 1, 2 like that. So that is the way I'm doing my bling. 1, 2, 1, 2. And hopefully I can pick them up. You might have some extra bling too. And so you might want to go back and maybe when we're done, you might want to go back and use the extra bling. If you've got some extra bling. I know generally I agree. But I just kind of wanted them offset like that. So yeah, we could add a third one down here. We definitely have the space for that. And sometimes it bothers me when they're even, but in this setup, it doesn't. So yeah, if you want to add your, add a third one, you should have, some extras there. And if not, then you know what I like to say, your card, your way. Chances are the person you send it to is going to love it no matter how you do it. So there is your Make-A-Wish. All right, and we are on to the last card, believe it or not, and it is 7:55. So we are doing good. We've got our envelopes here, a little cover with our designs. We can move those to the side and grab out this pretty card right here. So we've got our little envelope again, and we've got a bow. Now this, you're going to need to use your scissors to cut, because I'm going to show you a little bow trick if you didn't know this trick before. Tying a bow is sometimes a real pill, but we are going to cheat, and no one is going to know. Well, you guys are going to know. So you could go to the orange if you want, but see how this inside is the tan, and that's why I chose to do it this way instead, to complement that. And so we're going to put that down there first. And now before we stick this down, we need to handle our bow situation. So our little piece goes in here, and you can again add another little treat in there if you would like when you send it to someone. But here's what we're going to do for our bow. So you want to cut it at a point. It might be in half, it might not. You don't need a ton on the wraparound on the back. So maybe just like a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it with my fingers there and cut it there. And we're going to wrap this around. Now there's the little tuck tab for your flap, but we're not using that. So I'm just going to do like this. And then on the back, right by where that's going to fold over, I'm going to add some adhesive, and then I'm going to fold it. If I can pick it up, I'm going to fold it over. And this one I think I need to get. And if you go beyond where the ribbon is, that's fine too, because this is going to get stuck down. Okay, so now I have my ribbon ready to go. Now I'm going to take this piece, and all you're going to do is tie it once. Oh, this is supposed to be easy, and I'm struggling. So the way it like cinches the under ribbon, let's call it that, you're just going to pull it tight. Okay. So you're going to pull it tight there, and it's kind of, you can slide it back and forth because it's just there on, you know, it's just like it's a little fakey bow. And then we can take our scissors and kind of trim it so to an appropriate length. That one was a little long, and we can do this too on a little angle. You can, and that's how it looks. And doesn't that look like a nice little bow? And you can kind of pull it tight. You can even add a little adhesive behind there if you want, but it looks so cute. And tying a regular bow and having these pieces kind of lay flat to the side as I'm off the screen is like, you know, near to impossible. I got a little frayed edge there, and that's it. So like I said, you can add a little, if you've got any glue dots, or if you just want to add a little bit adhesive to right underneath, then now you're good to go. It doesn't need much. And then I didn't add adhesive to this flap because I kind of like with the dragonflies and the butterfly, I kind of wanted it to have that movement look to it. And maybe I guess I'll turn it this way. I was going to switch the direction. It doesn't matter, but that's going to go right in the center there. And then we're going to add our bling. So this is where we're going to use the dark color bling, or if you've got extra the light color bling and you want to do that, you can use that as well. If I can find my precision point adhesive. So I'm going to kind of go 2 down over here, or you could go 3 if bling will allow, or maybe 3 and 1. I mean 3 and 2, but I'll start with that and see what I've got for bling here. And my tweezers must be sticky because I feel like I'm having to help my bling off. So on my sample, I did 2 like that, and then 1 in each corner. And again, if you want to use some different color bling, you can, if you've got some left over, or maybe you just got your own little stash and you want to just bling it on up, then you can do that too. So I've got some light in the corner, and I'll just add a 3rd one up here. And that one is now done. So super simple on there. Again, we can add our little gift cards in the front. I think these are going to be so fun to send, because even with or without a little gift card, they're going to be they're going to be super, super cute little birthday cards. So that is it for the October card class. Let's line up our creations here so that we can see them all together, our parade of cards. I don't think I've done a card kit where they're all portrait and then no landscape, but here we have it. They all are. So that is it for tonight. And now it is time. It is 8:02, and it is time for us to do our drawing. Let's go ahead and switch on out here so I can see everyone again. All right, and we'll let us share. Hopefully, oh, an error occurred. Let's see. All right. Don't know what that was about, but okay. So hopefully everybody has commented, said hello to us so that they are in the drawing. Let me share this. We'll see who our lucky winner is. All right. Round and round and round it goes. All right, Julie, congratulations. You are the winner. So reach out to me through Messenger and we will send some CM credits if you're still on. Hopefully you are. Chime in if you are. If not, we will pick another winner. We'll give Julie a couple seconds to chime in, and if we don't hear from her, going once, going twice, Julie. Okay, well, we're gonna draw again. I don't see that Julie is on. All right, well, let's draw again here and see who our next potential winner is. Caroline, are you still on? I know she was at the beginning. Are you still there? Caroline, if you're there, say hello. Don't jump off, everyone. We need to make sure if someone's here to win. Oh, looks like Caroline probably had to hop off. She's probably doing something with the baby. All right, we're going to draw again. Oh, well, you didn't, Deb, because I'm still picking a winner, and your name might have just snuck in there. Let's see. Let's draw again. Gina, are you still here? Hello, Gina. Yay! Congratulations. I don't know, Jacqueline. You didn't see it fly by? You have to watch it in slow-mo after. I can't see it now. I can't see a list or anything. I just have to see them fly by. You can slow it on down and make sure. All right. Well, congratulations, Gina. So fun for you. I will send you some CM credits and write myself a note. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday night. That's election night. If you haven't voted early, make sure that you vote either on election day or vote early. And I will see you on election night from 7 to 8. And until I see you again, and some of you I will see this weekend in Volano Beach. But for the rest of you, I will see you next Tuesday. And stay scrappy, my friends. Thank you, Anita. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.